What is up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Hobo Cheese. So today we're going to be diving deep into TikTok to rediscuss one of the most cringe trends that is still going on TikTok since drinking bleach for a view. And that trend is people acting like NPCs. So I was doom scrolling TikTok today at work on break to send more of those Harry Potter DJ dance videos to my wife. And this is when I came across this young lady having what I would like to describe as a situation. Let me play the clip for you so you get an idea of what I'm talking about first.
I'm hungry. What's for dinner? I'm hungry. I love oranges, lemonade, burgers too. Glizzy, my favorite. Thank you, Anonymous. No spicy. No spicy. No spicy. Ouch! Fire! I'm hungry. What's for dinner? I'm hungry. What's for dinner? I'm hungry. What's...
Alright, now I'll spare you the further cringe, but I went on to watch her ask what's for dinner for another 5 minutes before I realized that this video was fundamentally changing my brain matter into goop on a molecular level. I had to flip this stuff off. I had to go to the next thing as fast as possible in fear that I might catch something, the disease that this is, and spread it like a new strain of COVID for 2023. One of the things that I absolutely admire about TikTok and also fear to my deepest core is how fast it evolves with these trends and how meteoric the rise of them actually are. It constantly is throwing me these curveballs that I didn't even think was possible. So all this kind of asks the question, like, what's the big deal with TikTok NPC hobo, right? I mean, usually in games, I'm either ignoring them or accidentally run them over when I'm playing GTA or something, but TikTok? These people gobble this degenerate behavior up like it's a Thanksgiving turkey. The NPC trend basically is an evolution of this previous trend called the main character. If anybody hasn't heard of that, that's fine because I'm pretty sure that one died out pretty fast. But essentially it was just somebody doing exactly what the name sounds. They would be the main character, be a superhero, or just somebody extremely obnoxious, at a restaurant or in the middle of a store and be the main character or act like they're in some kind of an anime saga intro. So essentially, this trend is just the antithesis of what that main character one was. So an NPC, non-player character, is a robotic-like, non-human person that has these repetitive actions, and they keep doing it over and over again, basically for attention. It's kind of like a street robot, but just absolutely worse in every single way. And it's just weird because this is the evolution of the main character thing, but I thought evolution was supposed to make things like stronger, better, faster, not weaker, worse, and slower. And you have literally hundreds of people that are doing this right now, tons of different creators. Some of the ones on your screen right now are the biggest. I don't know what really differentiates an NPC other than the size of their gabungas, Obviously, there's some male ones, but they're far and few between compared to the female population dominating this space. So there's creators like Loczniki, which I'll actually show you guys a clip of, and you've probably actually seen it. It's the one I can actually most commend as kind of a cool type video. And then you got Pinky Doll Real. She's over here in this cowboy hat, if you can believe it, and she's very vocal about how it's like an art form, even though she just basically begs for roses for 3 hours at a time. And I really do have to give credit where credit is due. This creator, Loczniki, with the NPC behavior, she does actually make it look like a real thing. And it's actually like a content video versus just sitting there waiting for these little emojis to pop up. So this is the clip. So after watching that clip, you can actually probably tell it's a lot different than the first thing you watched at the start of this, the abomination that was. It felt more like a real content piece, like a real video. She was walking around kind of like doing these robotic functionalities and, reacting to different text on the screen of how you think an NPC would react in a video game. So I think that's more the exception than the rule to this, as that's like a actual content piece, and she's not doing it for what we're about to talk about next. So you might be wondering to yourself, why are these young ladies doing this, sitting there in front of their iPhone 15 hours at a time, saying yum corn, I'm hungry, hours at a time? You might be thinking, why, right? Well, there's a juicy reason, and it's pretty obvious. You can actually give people money through the MTX shop at TikTok. And yes, there is an MTX shop. Essentially, you buy these alternate currencies, these tokens or coins, and you can spend them on these little on-screen effects that you can kind of see here. These roses, they have hearts, fire, food, glizzies, and the NPCs basically react when you give them one of these. So they're getting hundreds of roses, so they do this weird rose bit. And people make absolute bank doing this. Most of these NPCs are literally just certified hot girls that farm simp tiers one glizzy at a time. It's the most horny-filled sideshow I have ever seen. And I'm not kidding. You could do this tonight if you really wanted to. Download TikTok, go to the MTX shop, pull up the $100 package with bonus coins, buy as many of the glizzies as you possibly can with your coins, and spoon feed them to your favorite NPC waifu and watch her glizzy gobble them all the way down till her stream runs out of time, of course. The one you see on your screen right now with the cowboy hat, her name's Pinky Doll. She basically begs for ice cream emojis 3 hours at a time, and she estimates about $2,000 to $3,000 per stream, with 2 streams going per day. So just about 4 to 6K a day gobbling ice cream emojis. This is enough doubloons to make even Jack Sparrow a little bit jealous. And you know, I think there's always going to be this debate with trends like this is it a fetish, or are we just like so starved for entertainment that watching people reenact the most mundane interactions is suddenly the most peak content? I mean, I've seen some pretty weird stuff on my time on the internet, but this is something else. And I understand that we have no shortage of simps in this world. I understand we are completely at capacity when it comes to simps. But for some reason, stuff like this feels even low for them, and I'm not even trying to kink shame. It just feels weird, right? But here's the thing, right? And at the end of the day, it's all about commodification. Whether you're selling this authentic NPC behavior or a rehearsed digital act, it's all about that cash flow, baby, that mama's milk, you know what I'm saying? And in this digital age where brand deals like live streams and coin gifts are the order of the day, maybe the NPCs are the ones who really got it figured out after all. I never hate the player, I just hate the game if I'm gonna hate anything at all. Hot people have always controlled armies of simps, and this is just an updated model on the vehicle that will carry the wallet from them to the NPC's glizzy-filled pockets. So there you have it, folks. A whole sleuth of new A-listers on TikTok, the NPC ladies and gentlemen. I'm honestly just waiting for the existing powers that be to move us on to the next trend. Maybe we'll get like digital demon summonings or some kind of virtual farts when you smell the screen, you get some kind of repentance from God. Hell, I don't know. I don't really know anymore, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you, and as always, have a great night.